Hey, you guys, it's your girl Dominique. Y'all know I'm just here to give positive words. So, this one is real. I just want to apologize in advance if I'm a thug on the internet. I try not to let my purpose or my calling with speaking ever um, affect me emotionally to the point that I can't get my message out because I'm like, hold on. But, I feel like I'm just going to let it flow. If the tears flow in, hopefully you guys will accept me as big, strong Dominique and not think that I'm weak. But hopefully you guys will look or view it as passion and not, okay, she is crying on the internet. Very passionate about this. But today, y'all, I wanted to talk about accommodations. Accommodations. This was something that I fairly really didn't talk about or think too much of because I was just kind of young and in my prime, and I was just like, okay, long as I'm getting by every single day, I'm able to party and do what I want to do, or if I want to take a vacation, or how you have that little young mindset that like, it's my world, I don't care, I was just like, okay, as long as I can get by, I'm fine. I don't need all that type of stuff. So the example I want to give you guys is something that's so relatable, but I don't want you guys to miss the message. Okay. So let's say, and you're like myself, you're from a small country town. Success is out of nowhere. The people that are successful are fairly known by their last names, or you really don't see a lot of success come out of your little small country town, right? So you are the chosen one, right? You're that needle in the haystack. And you get blessed to finally get to, how can I say it? You finally get to this particular business or this particular setting, this office, whatever it is. You finally have worked hard to get this interview in this big city to present yourself to higher ups and tell people exactly what you're about and what your expectations that you're looking for within this organization or this job, whatever. So you're doing great during the interview. Everything is phenomenal. Now, typically in interviews, once you kind of know you got the job, you have to listen for those words that let you know, I got this. So typically they'll say, you sound like you'll be a great fit for this particular job, or you sound like you'll be a great person. You're the candidate for this position. So they'll get to the question and ask you, how can we accommodate you? How can we accommodate you? And I'll be honest, I don't know if a lot of people that watch me or view me, I don't know, what type of financial situation you're in or what your culture is, or none of that. I can only speak from the realness. But I know me in that situation, or anybody that's been struggling from a long time or just been waiting to get a job interview to be back successful, you're going to think, I haven't eaten in a while. I've been eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I've been eating noodles. So it'll just be great to get a paycheck, to get just to get a steak, a good meal in my stomach. And of course, all the other stuff will just fall into line. But you're in that interview, you're starving. You probably just had some water and crackers just so your stomach won't growl in the interview. People that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about, okay? So accommodations, you give them a number, and it's something that they're like, they look at themselves and they're saying, oh, wow, this person will do this job for this position. I mean, for this amount of money, we got us one. So you get the job. You do phenomenal. Your numbers are great. Your behavior, your record, everything is great, right? Okay. So as you grow within this organization, you start taking a look at your surroundings. You start seeing, it sure is a lot of BMWs outside. It sure is a lot of Ferraris. Like, why am I the only one at the dinner table telling my coworkers that, no, I didn't have a good morning. I had to get a jump this morning. I didn't have a good morning. I wasn't able to have a good breakfast. I couldn't afford a good breakfast. But you're seeing your peers and other coworkers, they're pulling to work happy and smiling, bringing Starbucks and bringing donuts. So you start thinking, did I accommodate myself well when I had an opportunity to do so? Now, I know in some situations in life or interviews, they'll tell you, okay, we're hiring for this amount and this is what we're tapping this particular position. You can't go over this amount, right? But when you have been blessed to be in a room that somebody gives you the question and they throw the ball back in your court and say, how can we accommodate you? That is your opportunity to shine and say exactly how you can be accommodated. Why would you still want to struggle and allow everybody else to surpass you when you had the opportunity? You were in the room with the right people. You were in the room with the money. And you belittled yourself because your mindset, your confidence, you were too busy thinking about being hungry and how long you've been struggling and how you just want a meal or how you just want a steak from the roadhouse, that you didn't see the bigger message of you being placed in this room at this time, at this moment. Don't get focused on being so hungry and you're willing to just accept anything to get your foot in the door. Accommodations is big. Accommodations is so big, guys. You can have a breadwinner at the house right now. Breadwinner, this is Bay. Bay's the breadwinner. He's bringing in all the money, and then this is you. Okay. Bay is handling everything. He's got the bills. Everything is going well. You got your little chump change job, and you got your little bills that you have to take care of. It's a balance. Even though Bay has way more bills and responsibility than you, it doesn't affect him as much because, mind you, he's the breadwinner. He knew how to set the right expectations for himself when he went into his interview. He knew what career. He knew that he was going to want to have a family. He knew that he was going to want to have a wife one day and children. So he knew that he had to accommodate himself just to even attract you. Okay? So let's stay focused. I don't want to lose y'all with this one. But Bay is all, he's the breadwinner. He's taking everything and it's you. Let's say out of nowhere, Bay get hurt at work. And I'm talking about hurt to the point that either he can't get workers' comp. Let's say he's paralyzed and you're to the point that you have to take care of Bay now. You have to take care of Bay. He's waiting on his benefits to come through that the state or that he could possibly get from the states. But now the family is on your back. And the only accommodations in the house is yours. Why would you put your family in a position to struggle when you had an opportunity to be accommodated? Accommodations is big, y'all. Don't just think about what's in the moment. Think about your future. Yeah, Bay is paying all the bills. He keeps the house going, all that good stuff, girl. Oh, yes, I love my man. Wait till he get hurt. Wait till y'all are tested with something big. Your house needs to be so good in line, sis, that, or whoever this word is for, your house needs to be so good in line that even if somebody gets knocked down, it's still flowing. It's still flowing. You don't want struggle to even hit your doorstep because y'all have accommodated yourself so well that everything is going to flow. Find you a company. When you're in the interview, don't just let them sit there and question you, and you're the only one feeling uncomfortable. You ask them some questions. How do you accommodate your employees? Do you guys get annual raises? Do you get bonuses? You need to know these things. The cost of living is going up. Rent is up. Everything is up right now. And you're getting these interviews and you're getting in the spot that you can bless yourself, but you're setting yourself short because you just want a good meal for the night. You just want to finally say you got a job. You're not thinking big like the future. You can't see what's going to happen in the future, but you don't want your family to have to go down or sacrifice in a negative way when you can easily say, look, this is exactly what I need. I'm not trying to get over on you guys, but I have to be prepared. I have a family at home to take care of. I can't always go off of my husband's income. I can't always go off of my significant others that live with me. I can't always call mama and get help. Accommodate yourself, not just for today, but for the future. And if you know that you've been struggling for a long time and you like, sis, I know I get what you're saying, boo, but I gotta take this job. I've been struggling for a while. I mean, they're not meeting my accommodations, but I have to take this job. I need it. Hey, I'm not knocking you. We've all done what we had to do before to get by. Do what you have to do to get by, but be wise with it. If you know that this job that you accepted does not accommodate you, be smart with your money. You may gotta eat that peanut butter and jelly and them noodles a little bit longer before you go out there and buy that steak. You probably gotta save up a lot more paychecks from this job so you can get to where you want to go. But don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. Keep applying yourself. Keep putting yourself out there. You know your worth. You know your worth. And when you come in a room with a light on you, you don't even have to say much in an interview. They see it in you. They know what you're about. But it's up to you to know how to accommodate yourself. I want to go a little bit deeper with this, and I don't know if this whole video is going to post or not, but this was good to me, y'all. I've been studying this all morning. On a personal note, this one is just for my moms that have just had a baby, in that postpartum phase, are pregnant. I want to say this to you, and I mean this from the heart. This is what I represent. I speak up for women that have postpartum and is going through so much, whether if it's within their job or their personal life. I stand on that. I stand on that only because of my personal life. Do not, sis, do not be afraid to ask for accommodations at work after you had that baby. You've been number one on the team for a long time. You've been doing everybody else's work for a long time. It's okay for you to pass that baton off to that other employee or that younger generation that they've hired. It's okay. Your season of being number one and keeping everything at a flow, maybe your season has expired in that area and it's time for you to pass the baton off to someone else. But don't feel like you're less important to the company just because you don't do everything like you used to do. Sis, you can't do it that way. You're a mom now. You have responsibilities. You got bottles to make now. You got diapers to change as they get older. You got practices to go to. You got parent-teacher conferences to go to. Your life has changed, so you can't just sit all day in front of a computer and just work and meet nothing but your company's expectations all day long. You can't do that, sis. You just had a life-changing event. Don't feel bad because you're not who you used to be for an organization. You have gave them probably that and some. They have gotten their worth off of you, sis. Don't feel bad because you have to pass that baton off. You have to ask for accommodations. Hey, I know I used to cover this, and that, but now my life has changed. I'm a mom now. Can you guys work with me? This is what I'm able to do. This is what my mental is able to accept. Lastly, do not get bullied with your accommodations. Do not get bullied. Do not allow people to walk all over you. They probably talking about you anyway. Well, you know, she had to get accommodated after she had her baby. Don't worry about what them folks talking about at work. You do what you can do. You do the best that you can do for your family, for your mental health. Don't worry about it. Don't get down about it. Don't get depressed about it. Don't get sad. You are still a queen. You are still phenomenal. You will rise back up. Don't worry about that extra baby weight. Don't worry about this postpartum stuff that our bodies go through. All that will pass. But you have to think about you and your mental health first. Don't push yourself so much to the point that you're like, they're pushing me so much at work that I don't even want to be alive no more. I'm trying so hard to work so I can make this money and provide for my child, but they're pushing me so much at work. They're bullying me so much at work. And all I did was speak up for myself and say, I need help. I need help. I just had a baby. I'm overwhelmed, but I need help. I need you guys to work with me. If somebody is willing to work with you, they're not just going to accommodate you and get you out their way. They're going to accommodate you and they're going to follow back up with you. And they're going to say, hey, we know you had a life-changing event that we had to accommodate you on. We want to follow back up with you and see, are you okay? Are you okay mentally? Is there anything else we can do for you? Find you an employer Find you in an organization that cares about you and you're not just a number. Find you an employer, please. Oh, it's getting so good to me, y'all. I do not want to tear up on camera. Help me, Holy Spirit. Find you an employer that sees you for you, that knows your worth. Do not just take accommodations and say, I'm good. Make sure that they follow up with you and see everything is okay. Because sometimes when you have to go back and fight alone, they're like, oh, well, you're the problem. No, it's bigger than that. Don't push yourself over your limits. Do the best that you possibly can, sis. Do the best that you can. And I'm going to tell you something else. They may ain't told you, but you're doing a great job. You're a great mother. You're a great mother. You're a great worker. You do so well at everything. I'm here to tell you, you're doing a great, great job. Accommodate yourself. Work for people that don't mind accommodating you. Work for people that love you wholeheartedly. Work for people that don't talk about you just because you had to be accommodated. This is life. This stuff happens in real life. I know because I went through it. I don't speak about stuff that I can't back up, baby. I'm gonna calm down. And lastly, guys, I don't know if you guys enjoy my shirt or if you're fans of Friday, but Friday is one of my favorite movies. So I just want to do a free promotion before I end this video. I'm sorry if it's longer than my typical ones, but that's what God gave me. That's what I had to speak. But I want to say thank you so much to, I don't know if it's Temu or TMU. I call them both because I don't want to pronounce it wrong. But I just want to thank you guys so much for sponsoring me as a part of your influencer program. I just want to provide my code to you guys. If you are shopping queens like myself, please use my code. Now, the code will only work if you have never downloaded the TMU app and you never placed in an order with them before. Okay, so don't think I'm trying to scam y'all, but I would greatly, greatly appreciate all the love and support. If y'all want to continue to see me in cool shirts or just my shopping haul, or if you just respect and support what I do, I greatly appreciate it. So I will leave my code information below. If you already have an account with TMU, I'm okay with you copying and pasting it and sending it to a buddy. I greatly appreciate all the love and support. So that's what I have for you guys. See you next time. Bye.